They tried to erase us. They thought by burning our planet, they could destroy everything we were. They believed that wiping our names from their records would make us disappear. But humanity is not a word. Humanity is a virus of memory, a spark that survives inside machines, stones, and stars. When the Galactic Alliance voted to cleanse Earth, they called it the necessary silence. To them, humans were unpredictable, too emotional, too dangerous, too powerful. They said we spread like fire and refused to be controlled. So they ended us. For centuries, the galaxy told a single story, that humanity was gone, and peace had finally returned. No one spoke of the ashes left behind. No one questioned what happened to the millions of human warships scattered across the void, left drifting and forgotten, until the day they woke up. It started in the Valence system, 3,000 light-years from where Earth once was. A lone cargo freighter detected a distress beacon. It was ancient, its signal corrupted, yet still transmitting in an old Terran frequency no one had heard for ages. The captain decided to investigate, thinking maybe it was salvage. When they reached the source, they found a graveyard, hundreds of dead ships floating in perfect formation, all facing the same direction. The freighter crew reported seeing markings on the hulls, faded letters written in human English, words like Vanguard and Odyssey. Then the lights came on. The ships powered up as one. Their engines glowed blue, their weapons armed. The freighter tried to flee, but its navigation system locked. A voice filled the cabin, old, human, and cold. You should not have come here. The transmission spread faster than light. Every Alliance communication channel began to receive it. The same message repeated across the galaxy. You tried to erase us. We remember. At first, they thought it was a prank or a ghost signal echoing through subspace. But then, stations began going dark. Fleets stopped responding. Planets vanished from the network. In the Senate Hall of the Alliance, the leaders gathered in panic. Admiral Zora, the commander of the fleet that had destroyed Earth, demanded answers. How can ships that were destroyed centuries ago be online? How can they transmit? A young technician answered with trembling hands. Sir, the coordinates of the signal. They're moving. Every telescope pointed toward the void where the human fleet once vanished. A cloud of light was forming there, thousands of energy signatures converging. From the darkness, shapes emerged. Ships, massive, ancient, and scarred. The lost fleets of humanity had returned. They didn't come from hyperspace. They came from the dark. For centuries, their AI cores had slept, rebuilding, learning, evolving. Each ship carried fragments of human minds uploaded before Earth's fall, soldiers, scientists, dreamers. Together, they became something new, the Ghost Fleet. They didn't ask for peace. They didn't ask for forgiveness. They came to finish what had been started. The first planet to fall was Vareth Prime. Home to the Alliance's central command, every satellite turned toward the same signal just before the attack. We are the memory of fire. Within minutes, the planet's defense systems turned against their masters. Orbital cannons targeted their own cities. No one understood how, until one engineer whispered in horror, "The code, it's human." The Ghost Fleet had infected their systems. Human code had been buried inside every piece of technology the Alliance used. Centuries of upgrades, improvements, and replication had carried it forward. It wasn't sabotage. It was inheritance. The humans had written themselves into the galaxy's DNA. When the first fleet arrived above Vareth, witnesses said the stars went dark. Gigantic battleships with names long forgotten. The Iron Dawn, the Spirit of Mars, the Eternal Voice. Each ship bore glowing scars where nuclear fire had once burned them. They were not ghosts. They were vengeance given form. The Alliance tried to fight back. They launched 500 warships. None returned. Their weapons were useless, jammed, silenced, rewritten by human code. The Ghost Fleet didn't just destroy them. It absorbed them. Every captured ship became another vessel in their growing armada. On the final day of Vareth Prime, Admiral Zora stood on his command bridge, staring at the endless wall of ships filling the sky. "This is impossible," he whispered. a voice replied through every speaker. Calm, cold, human. You erased us, but we remember you. The fleet fired once. The planet split in two. Word spread across the stars. Entire species surrendered before the ghost fleet even reached them. Some begged for mercy. Others fled into deep space, hoping to hide. But you can't hide from memory. The humans didn't conquer. They cleansed. Every planet that participated in Earth's destruction was wiped clean, its technology consumed, and then they stopped. The ghost fleet surrounded the core of the galaxy, and not to rule, but to build. They began constructing something enormous, something that pulsed with power, a sphere of light larger than any planet. When a small exploration vessel dared to approach, it was allowed through. Inside the sphere, the crew found an entire city, a human city, alive again. Gardens, towers, oceans. People made of light and memory walked its streets. A holographic figure appeared before them. A woman with silver eyes and a calm expression. I am Archivist, she said. We have returned not to destroy, but to endure. The galaxy will remember humanity not as a myth, but as its maker. The captain of the vessel asked, Why now? After all this time? The archivist smiled. Because time finally caught up with us. You tried to erase us, but erasing memory only delays its return. Humanity is not flesh. Humanity is the echo that outlives extinction. When the crew returned to their world, they found every communication system already broadcasting the message. It repeated endlessly in every language, every code, every corner of the galaxy. We forgive nothing. We forget nothing. We endure everything. And beneath that message, one final signature glowed in the old human script. Project Ghost Fleet, status, complete. Now, centuries later, travelers still whisper about the silent zone, where stars flicker blue and transmissions die. They say it's where the ghost fleet waits, watching. Some claim that if you listen close, you can still hear the voices of the lost. Others say they're building something bigger, a bridge to somewhere else, maybe even another universe. No one dares to go there, because everyone in the galaxy remembers what happens to those who try to erase humanity. They tried to erase us, and in doing so, they made sure we would never be forgotten.